So, have you got your tea ready?
I have my tea ready.
Oh, so do I.
So good morning, everybody, and welcome to Tea Time with Miss Liz. And today in the studio, I'm joined with Dr.Anjay Kumar Mishra. I'm going to share a little bit on Anjay, and then Anjay, questions. You can't hear me?
Yeah, sometimes it's getting disturbed.
Okay.
Now it was okay, but sometimes it is getting some interruption. That's why.
It might be the headphones
Okay. Now
cutting
it's
in
okay.
and out. But let me know if there's no sound. Let me know. So again, technology, and we don't forget we are talking from different countries, so there might be a lag. There might be something with the internet as well. So I'm going to share a little bit on you, Anjay, and then I'm going to let you take over. And then I have some questions that we prepared together that you've sent me, and I'll ask those, and then we'll get some answers from you for those questions.
Sure.
So Dr. Anjay Kumar Mishra is a doctorate in project management. He is an associate professor at School of Engineering, Madan Memorial Academy, Nepal, and Pokhara University. He is also represented and Thesis Supervisor colleges such as Institute of Engineering, Lumbini Engineering and Management Science College. Editor-in-Chief of ADR Publication, India, and member of editor board of different international journals. He has been providing consulting services to many organizations such as Nepal Government DWSS, Tech LLP Pune. He is a member of different scientific societies such as South Asia Institute of Science and Engineering, member of All India Management Society, member of Operation Research Society of Nepal, country coordinator of International American Council of Research for Research and Development. Oh my goodness, and Jane.
Yes.
And Research Scholar Hub, Gujarat Science and Engineering Institute, Asia Society of Researcher, Teaching and Education Research Association, etc. And it goes on and on and on. This man does a lot. So that's one of the questions I have for you, and how you manage all of this. So Anjay, share away on how you started and what are all the things that you're involved in besides the Global Peace Ambassador.
Basically, I'm a teacher. You can say in one sentence, I'm a teacher at university. So I'm teaching as an associate professor at Madan Bhandari Memorial Academy, Nepal. At Madan Bhandari Memorial Academy, we are having different schools. We are having school of health science. We are having school of nursing, school of engineering, school of architect, and so many other programs are there under this institute. And I'm working for the same as associate professor. So I'm taking care of overall program as a research director of the institute as well. Apart from this, I have just started before 2 years one personal business, you can say, with the name of Beton Infra Private Limited. And the objective of the business is to create job for those who have not got very higher educations or they are not literate. What was the things that I belong to a village, in that village or anywhere, you'll find the problem of unemployment. I don't know what happened after this COVID-19, but the problem of unemployment was since the starting only. So whenever I used to get a chance to visit my native place, all my neighborhoods people and friends who have not got very good education used to ask me, can you provide some sort of job? This enforced me to turn myself into a business entrepreneur, not for the sake of profit, just for the sake of engaging my friends. And we have started one a small labor contracting business. Wherever we were engaged as a consultant, there only I started to search for construction work also, and I'm providing labor to the companies. That labor has been self-managed. I have to do nothing. Only the thing, I have to create the link. I have just created the link, and they are working in a group. They are very happy with the
I think. Hey, are you there?
yes, yes.
Oh, I think you froze for a second.
Okay.
You, Anjay.
So right now everything is disturbed with COVID-19. Otherwise, they were very happy with their job and they were doing very good. And in this, if you see where I have been working, it's not one place. I'm engaged at different places. Like a visiting faculty, I have engaged regular visiting faculty, we can say. I'm taking some of the courses in United Technical College, which is far from the original Madan Bhandari College, where I am a full-time faculty. It is somehow around 200 kilometers. Then I'm residing in Kathmandu, which is about 500-600 kilometers away from that Madan Bhandari. Again, from here it takes, I think it is 2500 kilometers different from here to reach at Pune, where I have been providing consulting service. But the thing, if you have a willpower, you can go anywhere and you can manage everything. I'm lucky to have a very good team. They all are supporting me. I don't know what is my strength, but I know that something is there which is admiring all of my teammates to support me in all the situations. They have been supporting me. With their support only, I am a frequent flyer, you can say. Rather than doing any job, I'm frequent flyer, and 25% of my time I have been spending on roads and airports only for visiting purpose. Because I have engaged in research of different institutes. So wherever there is need and you have to go and see at the time we are reaching. Yes, sometimes technology creates problem, but in most of the case we are thankful to the scientists who has created this technology. Due to technology only we are getting a chance to have a cup of tea also, being such a far we cannot assume also if there would be no technology.
Exactly,
But
right?
technology, but
Bringing two
technology
kinds
is making,
together through technology.
yes.
Anjay?
Your sound is not regular. I think sometime it's coming very good, sometime it is getting interrupted. So just check all the connectors are rightly or tightly connected or not.
Connected. It
Okay.
might just be the in and out. Technology and me are not friends.
uh,
So, Anjay, you are a part of so many different things. How do you keep yourself organized? Like, how do you are you all of it?
that's your question. See, time, if you waste time, time will waste you. So the best thing, you have to manage the time. If you waste time, time will waste you. And every evening you have to plan what you do in the morning. If you sleep without planning, then you woke up with unemployment. Whether you are a paid employment, paid unemployment, or unpaid employment. Unemployments are also of two types based on my thought. One, who is getting paid but not performing, are not able to give the performance. Another, who are getting paid and giving their best performance also. So I think only one thing, that how can I give my best performance? I'm targeted to objects, I'm targeted to results. So if I'm targeted to results, definitely I have to plan in advance. So all the times I keep planning and scheduling. And since I have been doing this type of job since last 5 6 years, so it has become part of my life how to manage everything. Everybody has their own calendar, and on that calendar only I put my date. On this date I will be here, and on that date I'll be here. Sometime, yes. Sometime some terrible situation comes, then it becomes difficult. In that situation also, my teammates cooperate me. They tolerate till I am not reaching. They handle it. So the credit goes to my teammates. I'm not alone, or I'm not. It's not a Anjay. You can say it's team of Anjay right now. So wherever I am having a good team, and they all are supporting from their place. That is changing the activities of performance. Oh,
Put it on
again,
put it on the screen. Let me know if you can see it.
yes, notice. I personally believe that you have very analytical capacity. So can you suggest some idea to save job or search job? To save job or search job? Yeah, it's a very good questions, I think. But in current situation, saving job and searching job, both the tasks are most difficult, because no one can say that I'm secured enough. If it would be at least under the control of scientists, then we can say after this much duration it will be controlled. But this COVID-19 is not under the control of scientists. This is the first disease in which scientists are doing nothing. Only the bureaucrats and politicians. Bureaucrats and politicians are taking their steps. Scientists are not involved yet. Still, some idea I can share with him. For saving the job, you have to be and you can create the relationship with your boss. You can engage yourself in strategic operations of the company is not going to miss you. You are the assets of the company. Till you will be assets of the company will hold you. The time company will find you, you are liability, you are going to be thrown enough. You are not going to be carried. So first you should try to prove yourself as an asset of your company. For that, what you can do, you can engage more yourself in strategic operations. Work from the home. Work from home is the strategy that has been applied everywhere. So you can work from home, but take it seriously. Some of the people are taking lightly. Those who will take the job, work from home lightly, they are definitely going to lose the job. So at very first, you have to be sincere with your job. You have to involve in strategic operations and think what you can do, what you can suggest, and best things. Why people lose the job? The main reason is not boss. Not because of boss we lose the job, or nor we lose the job from who are under our who are our subordinates. You have to take the job with your subordinates, so you make very good relation with subordinates. You have to perform the job under boss, so you make very good relation with your boss. But you miss the things, the one who is at your own level. They are the people who report your boss by saying he is staying at home and getting salary. Without performance, he is continuing his job. So also try to convince them. Network is only the way you can save the job. And another thing, he was asking how to search a job in these situations. At very first, you will not find any vacancy right now. So how can you search the job? So it's a very good time for you. You can utilize positively to enhance your skill, to brush up your CV. Once you enhance your skill, you brush up your CV, then in future, definitely your demand would increase. The market will bounce back. We will again get everything what we are expecting. Only the things, it is a sudden turbulence, you can say, as you are traveling through the aircraft, sometimes turbulence comes. Similarly, in your regular job life, you are getting a turbulence. So use it effectively to enhance your skill, brush up your CV, catch those friends who are really expert in making CV and all. They can do something. And right now you have a job. The one who is searching a job, they are having a job right now also, that to search a job. Search a job as it is your job. Search a job as it is your job. That makes you busy, and negative things will not come in your brain. You will feel what skill is needed for this job. You will add some skill. What skill is needed for this job? you will add another skill, and you will be rich with the skill, and that skill will definitely promote to save your job. That could be a suggestion for this moment, but it's very hard questions. I think it needs a lot of research to answer the question.
I have a few other questions here for you, Anjay. Um, how can people from out of Nepal
How can people,
get business in Nepal?
okay, how can people perform their business in Nepal, promote their business in Nepal? Okay, see, at very first, we Nepali people are not from the background of entrepreneur. Till today in Nepal, entrepreneur ecosystem has not been developed. So we people are just doing the business with feelings. We are doing the business with feelings, not with capitalism. In business also, we are using the concept of socialism. We are using the concept of socialism in business also. So if people have to promote their business in Nepal, at very first they have to connect their business with feelings. They have to connect their business with feelings, and they have to add the effect of emotion. People in Nepal are very emotional, so they have to connect everything with emotion. If you can add the value of emotion in Nepalese business system, and you can add some uh, attention for potential seeking, like sometime you just write one word breaking news and you give the comment another, and the comment would not be that much breaking as you express. So you seek the attention. Nepalese people should also seek attention first.
Okay.
We are missing that. We are not able to create an ecosystem. Someone is producing sugar cane, but they are not able to convert it into sugar. They are sending it to another country. So what is happening, like they are sending in India. India and Nepal is having border, open border. Nowhere you will find this open border. So anyone can go anytime in India. Anyone can come from India to Nepal without any security, without any border problem. So it's easy moving place.
Wow.
Yes, so people are producing goods here, but they are sending it in India rather than adding value over here only. So 80-90% business in Nepal are from service sector. Only 10% are in manufacturing. Till the country is not moving in manufacturing, real value addition will not take place, and economy will not grow. Then you have to.
So you're able to cross any time?
Yes, we can cross anytime. In
Oh,
fact, most of the Nepali are getting marriage with Indian girls, and Indians are looking for the girlfriends in Nepal. So you can say, in our local language, it is said that we have a relationship of house to house, man to man relationship we are having.
oh wow.
One is, Nepal is almost, we are having 7 states. One of the state is state number two, province number two. In that province, 50% are women, 50% women are still from India, and their daughters are also getting married in India. So
Wow.
we are that is having very close. Other states are also very close to India, and there also they are passing very easily. However, However, it is thought that they are having very close relations. Moreover, they are having similar caste and creeds, everything. That's why they are coming close. Their cultures are similar. Everything is similar. It could have been maintained through China also, but the problem, China is having a Mount Everest. In Nepal, Mount Everest is in northern side, and China is also in northern side. So the roads are not easy to cross Mount Everest. So people are not that much attached. Governments Government of Nepal is having very good relation with all of its neighboring country. Government of Nepal is very good in maintaining relationship with all its neighboring country. But the accessibility for the people is not so good with the China as we are having with India.
I have a comment here for you, and Anjay, I'm just going to put that for you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So, and you had sent me some questions. So, what is the standard of college and universities in Nepal? The standard grade levels, I'm guessing. Standards of degrees
Yes.
in colleges.
Standard of colleges are to be judged in three terminology. You can say any college is good or bad on the basis of its publication, on the basis of its performance, and on the basis of its placement. So a college or university is good if it has good number of publications with good quality, it is having good number of placement, and it is having good number of performance as well. Performance of the colleges are very good. About performance, there is no doubt that students who are taking degree from Nepal, they are learning more, they are acquiring more knowledge in comparison to any other country of the world. But while the matter comes on placement or publications, we are very poor. Our publication is very poor. We people have good habit of writing, but we write in Nepali language. And the country is a small, its population is less. So if you write something in Nepali language, how can you make it global? Otherwise, I will give you one example. After that, you can come to realize how much Nepalese had contributed in publication, though the publication is poor. One of our greatest poet called Lakshmi Prasad Devkota, he has written a poem. The same poem, in the same poem, he has expressed people can be happy not by buildings, not by car, not by property. To be happy, just you should have a habit. If you are having a habit of happiness, then even if you eat simple food and wear simple cloth and spend your life under the neath of tree, if you sleep under the neath of tree also, you will be happy. So he has talked like this. Same thing in World Happiness Index. Right now, World Bank has introduced happiness index. Same indicators has been introduced, but the credit goes to a Bhutanese scientist. Credit goes to a Bhutanese scientist. Who is taking credit, that is not a matter, but the things Nepalese has written a lot of things that is not delivered in a right performance. So our universities need to improve. Our universities need to improve their publication standards. So we are lacking publication standards. Yes, one more weakness we are having, that placement. Till you are not having your own industry, you cannot give placement to your students. If they are not getting job, if they are not getting job as much as they are acquiring the knowledge, then it is unemployment. Getting higher degree and doing a job at lower post is also an unemployment. So people are getting unemployment just because of higher knowledge and lower placement. This could be simply improved by introducing some sort of industry. We have a lot of scope of hydropower. We can generate hydropower electricity and we can sell to our neighboring country as well. But till today, we are not able to meet the 100% demand of national capacity also. So rather than using this vehicle, we can petrol vehicle or diesel vehicle, we can use electrical vehicle. This type of things we can introduce, and placement could have been endorsed over here. But till today, what if you compare with other university, in other university, what happens, what are their products, how they will take the market, how can they secure their life, these all things found to be discussed. Here in Nepal, university is producing, but like orphan, they are living on the road. Like a orphan child, they are leaving their products on the road. What they will do, where they will search the job, no training at all. So we are very poor in making relationship with the industry. Academician thinks in one way, industry wants in another way, government has their own plan. So this integration plan is lacking in Nepal. Still, a lot of improvements are taking place. Slowly, we are working on this area, and maybe very soon it will be improved. However, the knowledge they acquire, that will be best. Just you compare one thing, no? In USA or Canada, you teach 4 year bachelors at the rate of 9 months. 3 months complete holidays they are getting. Here, all 12 months they are learning. They are learning all 12 months continuously, and they are also learning 4 years. Theoretical concepts, I have also uh, done one degree from Canada, Montreal, and that is EBT. During that period, I come to know that the courses doing in Canada is easier but effective, as they are providing job. On completion of that course, they are giving the job, so it is must suited in today's world. Here there is no placement, there is no assurance of placement. That's why students are much more flustered with the education system. However, knowledge, they are having very good knowledge, but knowledge is not a power unless it is not brought into use. So knowledge is only power when you bring it into use. The things we have to improve to bring the knowledge in use, and publication should be a standard enough.
For you that came in the studio, and I'm going to put it up for you, Anjay.
Do you have a reliable system for real-time public health communication with employees? Yes. If it is case of Nepal, Department of Hydrology and Meteorology has already been applying the system real-time information system, and they are using on the basis of they are using for this hydrometro systems, hydrological and meteorological systems. Earlier, what used to happen, what time flood will come or what time the level of water will increase, we have to communicate through FM, through radio, or through television. Now it has been, and it used to be done manually. Now it has been given automatic connection. But the real time information system he is asking, that we have not adopted yet. Since our we don't have instrumental landing system for aircraft also. Sometime in cold cold season, we have to hold for 6 hours, 8 hours at airport, and after that you will return your home without reaching your destination because of weather condition, because all the flights you will find to be operated manually. We don't have instrumental landing system yet, but this navigation system does not need much more cost. It could be implemented. Only the things our experts are not able to convince the politicians, and since politicians are getting the power of public, they must be respected. But experts does not. Experts are experts. Technically, they are very good. Technically, they are sound and experts. But their convincing power to convince the politicians seems to be poor. There is the lack, and we have to increase our efficiency to convince the politicians. Politicians have a right to make the policy, but everything could not be performed by them. So technical people should be taken into hand, and the system, real-time system for medical, he is asking, that has not been developed yet. Till it will not be internalized in navigation system, it could not be implemented. So we have to go for very strong GPS connection, and all the roads and all smart technology should have to be developed. Government of Nepal is having a plan to introduce this into four city. There are four city proposed. There they will definitely introduce, but till today it's not a reliable system.
Do you recommend students from other countries taking courses from Nepal?
If they have to return in their own country, they are having two options. They can come here, they can do the courses, they can acquire knowledge. Even lab works are good. We are providing very good lab works also. We are providing theoretical knowledge also. So if they are getting lab works and theoretical knowledge, even in changing circumstances, they can give their best performance. So if they can give the best performance, they can sell themselves anywhere. But the things, the time they will come here, they will not be able to establish the relationship. And without reference, getting job is almost impossible. It's not possible to get a job without reference. So if he is having reference, or if he or she thinks, I'll go in Nepal, get knowledge, get skill, get degree, and I will do my own startup, they are most welcome. They should have to go through here the business culture of here. See, till today we are looking in the West. Till today we have been looking at the philosophy or at the everything of West since they are developed. But a lot of things are there that is old, that is primitive, but there are the truth. There are some sort of truth that could be easily implemented in business, that could be easily implemented in engineering, that could be even adopted in medical science, that could be even adopted in medical science. So sometime we should think for look at the east also.
Okay.
Japan is in east, there also we can think they are also developed, they have given a lot of philosophy and a lot of theories also. So if someone will come in Nepal, they will get a very good blend of east and west knowledge, and that will be useful. But for reference, we are not having any international connections. Our international connections are very poor, so we are not able to recommend our students at right platform. That's why my suggestions to come for bachelor degree courses, learn here something at bachelor level, then reach in your country, in your own country, and do the job. Or if you have capacity and you think that I will go in business or a startup, then you are having a very good platform over here. So blindly recommending students to come over here or not to come here is not a good idea. And if you see the trend, most of the students are migrating from here to take their degree from Canada, USA. As I said, I have got a degree from Canada as well. It was a short-term course given placement through the university by my professor recommendation only. But we approach other countries just for the sake of job because unemployment is here. We are not able to create the job. That's why. Otherwise, the quality of education is quite good. We don't have any doubt.
Have
And
some comments coming in there, Anjay, for you. I'm not sure if there's questions or if they're comments.
is it good to replace school system to skill enhancement system for boys so that can will become much product? His question is that can you implement skill system during schooling? Can you implement skill system during schooling? Yes, skill and knowledge are the two different things. Skill in today's world, the best things that you can acquire is attitude. If you have good attitude, you can acquire good skill. If you have good skill, then you can acquire good knowledge because informations are available on computer. Knowledge has been stored by some experts in some form at computers. So from there you can enhance your knowledge level. But the attitude that comes either from your genes or from the environment. Attitude we gain from two sources, either from genetics from our parents, or we can get it from environment. And in school, if you introduce some skill training, some skill level courses, definitely we can learn without spending much time. Since the culture is of learning during school, school itself is a organized house for learning. So in organized house for learning, you can put moreover skill. That would be much better. His advice is quite correct. I think he is suggesting to put some sort of skill level training during schooling. So those who are not interested to study, everyone does not have a mind of study only. The problem in Nepal, we force everybody to do their BA, to do their masters, to do their bachelor. If he is not interested, why are you forcing him to take the degree? Without degree also, if he is having brain, he can search some sort of job. Many companies are there in the world who looks for brainy people, not for degree holder. Degree is what a piece of paper if you don't have a skill. If you don't have a skill, so it must be supported with skill and attitude. Yes, degree gives you knowledge, but skill and attitude you get through the degree, that is not guaranteed yet in most of education system. So I think we should listen to him and implement some sort of skill training. I will write a paper, research paper. In that, I will think how skill could be incorporated in schooling. But in Nepalese education systems, from 8th standard, generally students start reading at the age of 5 years. And after 8 years of that, so while the students are at the age of 13, we are having technical school. Even in Madan Bhandari Memorial Academy, we are having technical programs from 8 standards only. They can learn civil engineering, they can learn computer engineering, they can prefer the courses, technical courses. And right now, Madan Bhandari Technological University is under the process for solving the same problem. Let's take an example. One student is there, he is preparing this cup since last 10 years.
He's drinking tea.
He is preparing this cup since last 10 years, but he is not having a degree. So due to lack of degree, he is not able to sell himself at a correct place. And if you see the flow of students, the number of students that we are admitting in standard 1, and they are passing till standard 10, it is reducing. It means there is some flaws in the systems. As much as input we are giving, output is quite lesser in comparison to that. Investment of government is there, investment of parent is there, but output is not there. So education system has already identified these causes and is trying to establish this technological university where we will focus what are the technology that our students can adopt and seek their job, maintain their livelihood. So we are working in this area. Hope it will be improved soon. Thank you.
We have a bunch of comments that are coming in, so I'm going to just put them up for you to see them.
What is your opinion the situation of yes, Sudhir Raj Singh, and his question is quite valid. What he's trying to ask, I think he would like to ask these questions with me as a peace ambassador, global peace ambassador. So, as a peace ambassador of Nepal, definitely I will tackle his question. His question is that TikTok, making TikTok and showing some people inefficient, is it a good system? See, everywhere, in America, there is conflict of races. There is racism. In Nepal also, it was not a racism, but since last few years, it has been developed. One community called Madhesi, and their population is very less. Their population is not less in fact, but their accessibility is somehow less, or they don't take care of these social issues much. But whatever the cause is, many people are making TikTok nowadays and showing these peoples are bad people. So few people are targeted to create these nonsense activities. This is not the problem with this TikTok or anything. It's a problem of mindset. It's a problem of mindset. At first we are global. After that we are human. After human, we are Nepali. It does not matter from which society you belong. If you started dividing, maybe you will forget your father. If you will started dividing, maybe you will forget our mother, because mother is from different gender and we are from different gender. So conflict and fragmentation will start. We should think for global village. Nepalese are known for their concept of global village. We have already established global village, the concept of global village. There is one, it is said that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It's phrase derived from Sanskrit, which means the whole universe is our family. So global village concept has been introduced later, but before that, we are having a old tradition that universe is a family. If universe is a family, why are you fighting between Madhesi and non-Madhesi? And this word itself is irritating. If he could have introduced, or if he could have said like North Nepali and South Nepali, then this could not be a conflict. This could not be a race. Really, Madhes is not a racism word. It's representing one geography, but the geography has been named as Madhesi. It's not a race, in fact. It's just one geographic trend. So it would be better, rather than saying Madhesi and Pahadi, if we use the word North Nepali and South Nepali. That would represent, and we all are Nepali. In South also, Nepali is added. In North also, Nepali is added. So even if you make TikTok or you make anything, first you respect others. Development means three things. First, getting your basic needs. Second, having respect. And third, having freedom. But if you are having respect, then only you can deserve freedom. If you don't have respect for others, government is not going to give you freedom. So those who are making this TikTok and nonsense activities, be aware of the government. Government is strict enough to take the action against those type of people. But I don't know. Everywhere we are trying to get global connection, but everywhere there is fragmentation at local level. It needs a great research by this global peace forum. Go anywhere, you will find that yes, all the country on their high level talk, they will be trying to unite the world, but at local level people are seeking for fragmentation and division. So what is the cause? I don't know exactly, but this is a big problem and it need to be taken seriously by all the government.
I have
So be
another question with the TikTok, Anjay. It's from a different person, but I'm similar to what the first guy said.
say something about racism to Madhesi community in the form of TV program. Okay, there was one television, Krisi TV, Nepali television program, TV program. In that, some criticism has been made to this Madhesi society, and he is asking me to clear what is your view regarding this. At very first, a television is a common property. We should not misuse it. Any technology which has been invented, that is for the help of mankind, not for criticizing others. And it's not the fault of technology, it's fault of the people who use it badly. So dynamite has been also invented, and that is very dangerous. Everybody know dynamite is very dangerous. Still, the world is saved with this. So if a TV program is launching some sort of program, they have to take care of their ethics. What has happened in that program, that is absolutely wrong. I don't like to highlight the issue on international platform, but the issue, whatever has happened, is totally a misbehavior of the person who are conducting it. However, patience is the key of success. Maintain patience and peace. If you maintain peace and patience, all problem will get solved. If we are ready to fight with the corona, COVID-19, which does not have a vaccine and any doctor intervention yet, then why can't you fight with these simple social issues which has been created by your brothers and sisters? So love your brother and sisters, follow the philosophy of distributing love, then there would be no problem. Love, hope, and belief. Love, hope, and belief are the three strongest force. Till you maintain love, hope, and belief, no one is going to hamper anyway. So please make sure that you'll go with positive thoughts. Love, hope, and belief is stronger than that of dynamic force or dynamite. Now the question is very tough. I don't know from where.
You're getting some really hard ones, aren't you?
I think that you have some sort of informer in Nepal who are sending the questions. It's very tough questions to be answered. See, parliament is not of any specific race. Parliament is for whole Nepal. This parliament is said the parliament of government of Nepal. So this parliament is for all Nepalese, and parliament should behave equally with everybody, treat equally to everybody. There could be two circumstances. In one situation, you deposit less money in bank, and at the time of withdrawing, you think that ATM is not giving money. If you don't put money in your bank account, ATM will not give money, and you will be blaming ATM is not giving money. ATM is not giving money. This could be one situation. Another, so it's not necessary that we get what we perceive that is right in all the situation. Perception may be wrong also, or perception may be right also. I don't think that a state is going to do double standard behavior with anybody. A state is like father figure for everyone, so you should respect a state. A state will do something. Yes, a state does not want to involve in social issue. They are trying to put the infrastructure needs first. They are trying to resolve the problem of infrastructure and physical development before social development. This issue has been just generated before 4 5 years. Before this, we have never got this type of issues. So it might be the interest of another country. It might be because of the interest of other country as well, not because of Nepalese only. So right now only getting disappointed with the state and getting disappointed with the sovereign of Nepal is not a correct time. So please have patience. Yes, if it is going beyond the level, then you have to break your level of patience. But please try to have patience. Legally, you can raise the questions. See, Constitution of Nepal is giving equal rights to all of us. And if somewhere constitutions is getting collided with that of Human Rights Act, so Nepal is also a member of international human rights, and human right declaration has been already made. So if something is going to be mismatched with this international human rights act, then constitution of Nepal has to be taken back. So why don't you take the help of international human rights? Why don't you take the help of human rights declarations, legal systems, rather than using your great energy on the road for conflict? Today also I was seeing, and America is the dream of everyone to be America, but now no one wants to be American. This situation has been created. If same thing would continue with Nepal, Nepal is known for its peace and prosperity. We are prosper in peace. So our strength is peace. We should never violate it. We should never terminate it. We are peace-loving personality. So please try to establish peace wherever you are. Tolerate it. Nothing will happen. State will take care of you. Okay, this question is coming from COVID-19.
Oh,
At very first, COVID-19, there are two approaches for going against any disease. One is reactive, another is proactive. Whatever approaches the world is applying, that is proactive approach. That is proactive approach. Reactive approach comes from the background of scientific fields. Scientists bring it into action. Till today, wherever government of Nepal is getting a chance that migrants has come in this village, they are reaching and doing the test. But the problem, who will inform? Government of Nepal is having its own structure, its own responsibility. But everybody wants to protect their face first with the disease rather than, see, in all other epidemics, we used to be social animal. Right now, we are isolated animal. So government is also not getting what exactly happening at local level. That might be the case why government is not fulfilling your expectations. However, our medical facilities and all, sometimes doctors are making mistakes in doing the sampling of patients also. So you need to improve in this area. Seriousness. We have started our communication with two things: sincerity and seriousness. We are serious, but somewhere sincerity is lacking. Somewhere we are sincere, but seriousness is lacking. Unless seriousness and sincerity is not going to be combined in a medical profession, you could not deliver your service till the standard. So if some particular platforms are there, then you can mail health minister as well, health ministry of health website also. Some sort of communications are there, and they are taking care of it. But you should follow your proper channel of local government. Kindly visit your local government, ask them to raise the issue. Central government will listen to it. And I'm not a government representative, so it's becoming, I'm just a professor. I can do some research, I can deliver some lecture, but I can Yes, sometime I get chance and I can advise government also. Just last week, we have advised government of province number 2 related to their development approaches through one long program. But all the time we are also not getting chance, and we are restricted to our TUR terms of reference, so we cannot cross our terms of reference also. Still, your points are quite valid. Please put it on the website of Health Ministry, they will answer it correctly.
And we have another one for COVID-19 for you.
Yes, Birganj, it's capital city of Nepal, Birganj, and the maximum taxes or revenue we are collecting from this Birganj only. Birganj is giving the maximum this tax to government of Nepal out of all customs. There we are finding the maximum number of people suffering from COVID-19. Something is called cultural aspects. At Birgans, we are not getting attention of the administration is his claim. At first, I'm not fully agreed with his claim. Government is taking care of, yes, as much as facility, government should have to provide, that much we are not able to deliver. That much facility, we are not able to deliver. There could be various reasons. All international society used to help us. All international society used to help us. Right now, the universe is in problem. All the countries are in their own problem. All the nations are suffering with their own problem. So how could you expect that you can get international cooperations in COVID-19 and you come over this problem? So you have to increase your own strength. Only central government cannot do all the things. You are having government at state level, government at local level. Try to mobilize that. That government might have been formed by the local people. Even central government is formed by local people. But maybe in central government also, if you compare the population, your state is having the second highest populated state. So central government can face a problem if province number 2 is not supporting the government. So I don't think that you are at minority, and if you would be in minority, I would raise your voice. Voice of maturity should be expressed through ballot, through voting systems, and voice of minority could be expressed through a social platform or through peace or media or anything. But you are in maturity, you are having majority, you are having maximum population. So please use your vote cards to elect correct candidates rather than blaming to the government. It's my perception, I think.
Some comments here that are just comments to you. I'm guessing family members and friends are saying they're proud of you. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
So, Anjay,
Yes, please.
ambassador for Nepal, what is your goal with Global Peace Challenge?
The goal itself has been expressed. If you are joining any community, the name of community would be your religion. So right now, my religion is peace. Right now, it does not belongs from which background and from which religion I am, but peace is my religion ultimately because I'm a global peace ambassador for Nepal. So, for establishing peace, I would start from myself. And I would like to advise all the individuals who are listening to me, please bring the harmony among your mental constructs, attitude, value, moral, ethics. If your attitude, value, moral, and ethics are in the direction of your behavior, you will not find yourself in ethical dilemmatic situation. You would not be in ethically problem. And if you don't have ethical problem, there would be no problem of injustice or war, or if there would be no ethical issues, there would be no matter of violence, or there would be maintained peace, I can say. Peace does not mean absence of war. It should be a presence of war. War must be in peace, but it should be the conflict of ideas, not personality. What is happening on the ground? People are using their halo effect. If I met you and I saw your smile, then I started thinking, she is my best friend. I started dreaming about you, blah and blah. Then another thing takes platform. The train started to move on another platform. If I saw you at first time and you give me some other type of expression, I decided she is my enemy. After that, I will started treating you as enemy. It does not matter. It might be your problem also. The complex phenomena of the universe is human behavior. The complex phenomenon is human behavior. Same input if you provide to same people, the output would be different. In all other machine, if you give same input, the output would be the same. It was a story of a college I would like to share over here. One of my colleague, she used to teach chemistry. In the morning, one student said, "Ma'am, today you are looking very beautiful." She replied, thank you so much." Same students at same place in midday said, "Ma'am, today you are looking very beautiful." Again, she said, "It's okay." At the time of leaving, at same place, same student said, "Ma'am, today you are looking very beautiful." She replied, "What does it mean? I was looking ugly on another day? How dare you to criticize me?" So it's human behavior. The
Yes.
complex comes from there. So peace is in your mind. Peace is in your mind. You start bringing your actions ethically correct. Even if you have a war, you feel to have a peace. In war also you can have peace. But it should be conflict of idea, not personality. Respect personality. Yes, argue for your idea. Go for discussion, not argument. Argument search who is right. We should never look for who is right. We should go for discussion what is right. If you start thinking what is right, you will not get conflict at all. So I have joined this.
We have one last question for you, Anjay.
As you told, no one want to be an American now. I think America has so much technology and American will do faster recovery. No, it's not matter of COVID-19 why I have said that no one wants to be American. America is recovering. There the problem of racism, black versus white. The cricket match is going between black and white. That's why people are suffering with anxiety, hypertension. Those who are having global citizens, they are Americans. We must respect Americans because they have never brought any rule and regulations that this citizen from this country cannot come in America, citizen from that country cannot come in America. They are welcoming with open heart of the citizen of the universe. So we all have been welcomed by America and we should respect America. This is the strength of America, that they know how to manage the diversity. It's only a turbulence for some time. They will manage their diversity. And if you manage the diversity, it becomes beauty. If you cannot manage the diversity, it becomes a problem. So America is well known how to manage its diversity. It's the conflict between two races only. If there would be 100 races also, American can manage it. So soon it will be solved and we will reach there. Hope that America would give a chance to visit it without any doubt.
We have a few more comments here for you, Anjay.
Yes, one elect and select right person during the election. Very good question, that elect and select right person during election. See, there are two C in life, choice and compromise. At first, you get a chance to choose something. It's like a marriage. You just think for our marriage. Just before marriage, we are having lot of chances. We are having dozen of girlfriends and dozen of proposals, but we have selected a single one. After that, we are getting compromise. We are going for compromise. In election system, what has happened? We have right to select somebody, but we don't have right to reject the person. Once the people is selected, he is going to rule us for 5 years. He or she is going to rule us for 5 years. So You know that you don't have power of rejection, then use your wisdom to select the right candidate during votings. So use your choice, then you don't have to go for compromise. If you don't use your choice, you have to go for compromise.
Just want to get all the questions in because they're just coming in like a lot of questions. So, and then we have another comment from another guy.
Thank you, thank you.
Agrees with you.
Yes, yes, thank you. Yes, this is correctly addressed. See, Nepal is progressive. It is changing its system. We have just established peace system in Nepal. We have passed through 10 years conflict. We are passing on ground level 10-year conflicts to change the system. We have been ruled by our own king. We have been ruled by our own respected king. But now the system of monarchy has been replaced, and now public representative is ruling us. So if it would be the system of king, we can say we don't have voting right, and how can we select the people? Right now we are selecting our own candidates. But I would like to comment one historical line. I forget the circumstances in which it has been said, but I just remember one analogy example. In Parliament of England, it has happened once that they were also struggling for this democracy. There used to be monarchy at that time, and they were struggling for democracy, but they were happy with the monarchy system. Then one of the leaders said, monarchy system is just like a ship where you get all the facility, but if you just get one small hole in the ship, the whole ship is going to be drawn inside the water. And this democracy is just like rafting. In rafting, half of the body you will find in water, half of the body person you will find in water, still it keeps moving. So we are passing through the system, that's democracy. There you have to go for the conflict, there you have to put your ideas, there you have to discuss the ideas, and you have to select the best one. You have to select the best one. So you might have some sort of problem during the selection process. Yes, I'm agree with him that peace has been established in last few years. In last 13 14 years, peace has been established over here. However, see, a system, there are three levels: one individual level, another society level, another institution level. Institution has already established peace, society has established peace, but not individual. So in one society there are three types of people. One is facilitator who support all the things. One is registrator. No matter how much good idea is, we have to go against it. It does not make sense. Idea is good or bad, we have to go against it. And another is facilitator. Sometimes they take one stand, and sometimes they take another stand. So people are of different compositions. That's why 100% peace could not be established. However, the situations has been deteriorated nowadays. Again, it is deteriorating by this television and social media. And the major problem with our media, see, nationality should be in heart, it should not be in word. Expressing nationality in word only is not enough. Nowadays, everybody is trying to prove themselves. I'm a big nationalist. I'm also a nationalist. I'm Nepali and I'm a nationalist. I'm representing my nation everywhere. I'm also a nationalist. But the way media is provoking the young men are not getting job. Young people are not getting job, and they are getting provoked against the nation. As I said, Nepalese are doing all the business with feelings. If their feeling will be hurt, definitely they will create some sort of problem, and this is the situation. Otherwise, no problem. Nepal is the birthplace of Lord Buddha, Lumbini. the college name also in which I teach. At that place only, light of Asia, Lord Buddha has born. So we all are somehow related to Lord Buddha. So we can say we are offspring of Lord Buddha. We should follow him, we should respect him, and we should maintain peace. We are having responsibility to maintain the peace throughout the world. Then how could we find conflict in our own house? So please come above the family level, come above the institution level, and think globally. Be a global citizen rather than narrating yourself in a small pond. Be into a ocean where you can, but be in blue ocean, not red ocean. Sometimes people jump into ocean, but they jump into red ocean where all the people are crushing each other and getting blood everywhere, and it is becoming red. But natural ocean is blue ocean. The color of water is blue. It's natural ocean, and that is only passing the message of peace. That is only passing the message of peace. So be into ocean, think globally, act locally, think globally, like blue water. That could be a system, I think. Yes, this tax and facilities. His questions related to tax and facility. That government of Nepal is asking for tax. You have formulated three levels of government, whether it is functioning or not, but they have to run a structure. For running the structure, you are only the source. You are only the source from where they can get some sort of money. So unless and until you are not going to pay, if you are not going to pay them, then how could you think that they can operate the things? So asking tax is the right of government, and it's your duty to pay the tax. Only the things amount. It's job of government to make you able to pay the tax. If they are asking for higher rate of tax, they are going to make you capable of paying it. Based on your so no matter what you perceive, but definitely government will rethink of it. Tax problems are there. Tax, see, as at a starting only I have said that research is our weak parts. We don't have anything documented related to tax also. So even government is using hit and trial. Our taxation system is not scientific. But how can we make it scientific? We don't have idea also. We just blame the government that our scientific, if you see all the research paper and all the scholars, they will be saying taxation system of Nepal is not good. Then you propose a model and enforce the government to implement it. That is also weak point. That also we are not doing. So somewhere brain drain is also a problem over here. If our expert brains could not have drained from here, then they could have thought, or those who are residing in the nation, they have to think of it. They have to think of it. What will be a correct level of taxation and all. So this will take time to be improved. All will be scientifically controlled soon.
We have a student.
Yes, he is my student. Thank you for hearing me. Okay, okay. So, okay, COVID-19. His question is what the future step may be taken by government of Nepal for improving the education system. He has the questions that how can you improve the education system after COVID-19? Very valid questions. I can expect this type of questions come from my students only because they are thinking of the nations as well. And we always provide education with morality. We think that education without morality is not of use. So if you are having good technical brain, at the same time, have good moral brain also, so that you can use it in mankind. Otherwise, it could be used in devastation as well. Osama bin Laden was also an engineer, but he is negative engineer. That's why we don't give respect. Abdul Kalam was also an engineer, but we give him a lot of respect because he has used his energy positively. So his question that how can we maintain? See, education system is going to be widely changed. After this COVID-19, we need the people who can perform, not only who can think. Positive thinking is not enough nowadays. Positive belief should be there. Positive action should be there. In our education system, we put all the times positive thinking, positive thinking. Hardly it function. We have positive thinking to serve our nation, but we take care of ourselves first, then the nation. The time it will be generated in our cells and it will be generated in our brain that we should have positive belief, nation should be served. At the time, half of the problem will be solved. In education, skill would to be added. Madan Bhandari has already moved in this direction, how to put skill to their students. But the things, all the examination is to be conducted by others, and we are having examination system of pen and paper. A very good brain, but just get hampered 3 hours before exam. He could not write anything in the exam if he distracted. But a very good brain. In other direction, very worst brain, but he has just doing very good. So examination system is to be changed. Practical percentage should have to be increased. And after this COVID-19, we have to revise the curriculum. This current curriculum could not be taught through online medium. So we have to develop another curriculum. Even faculty need to be trained. I am giving classes online, but I am also getting problem. Many people come to learn with me that how you give online classes. Even I am taking classes in other country, not only in Nepal. Online classes could be taken anywhere. So it has made very easy to get our connectivity. But I feel that I'm not confident enough to take this class. So we should be trained, and no one is perfect in giving this training yet. So first we have to use the hit and trial method. Then some method will be identified, and that is to be shared with all. So sharing the experience should be the fundamental thing in any education system. If you don't share, you don't care. No matter how much you know, but how much you care, that makes a lot of sense. No matter how much you know, but how much you care others, that makes a lot of sense. So you should create the atmosphere of caring each other, and you can learn definitely. I never teach in my physical class. While I get a chance to teach my, I have been doing very injustice to my students. I never give them spoon feeding. I never prepare anything for my students. I just sit with them and said that you have very good brain. Please search something what you would like to learn. Then they go with the syllabus. They search something and they put together. After that, my job is only to purify which is the good things to share with the students. They bring a lot of things and they even try to confuse me. After the collection of materials, I put my effort to select the best out of several options. But my goodness, that I am teaching only at master's level. So master's students are mature. But if you go in school level or at bachelor level also, then there you would have some sort of problem. So for me, I'm thankful that administration is giving me only a chance to teach in master. So students are mature and they are reading by themselves. And you know, the time result comes, they all thanks me. They do hard work, they read by themselves, they get the degree, and they give me credit that due to you I passed. But really speaking, I do nothing. I learn with my students. They teach me only the things. I operate from the back. I create the atmosphere where they can learn. I create the atmosphere of cooperation because I don't believe in competitions. I don't try to put them in competition. I just give one task and ask them, please think some idea. I'm confused myself. Then they started cooperating. So they learned the social things also and they learn the technical things also. In that group, some would come with brilliant idea. So my teaching role is just to operate from the back. I never lead my students from the front, and I request other teacher also to operate from the back. That's why sometimes my friends claim that your students has not done very good. I said they have done by themselves, so it is very good. If they can do of this level by themselves, it means they are having their own sustainable brain. I'm not like you who can put pen on the paper. I believe they should be ignited. They should be trained in a way that they can think independently. So my students does not need any support. They learn by themselves. I'm proud of my students that how they are tolerating me. I'm such a irritating teacher in another way that I just give deadline. You have to do this by this date. How you do, I don't know. I have no idea, but you have to do. I just put pressure, and at the last, I give a smile. All the things get converted into a smile of everybody.
So we have
So,
a few more comments, and then I'm going to ask you a quick question on tea, and we're going to wrap it up because we're over an hour, and I don't want it to
okay.
go too long, and I don't want everyone to get lost. But if anybody has any more questions for Anjay, just leave them in the comments, and he will get the show. Who is in the watch party, and he has made a few comments. He says hi, and if you don't share, you don't care. Good thing, and teach less to teach more.
Yes.
Previous India, and he was on Tea Time. So, and then we have a few other quick comments that are in the studio. So I'm just going to pop them up on the screen, and then we're going to share a little bit on tea, on how you serve tea in Nepal, so we can have all of the people that are watching Tea Time know a little bit about how tea is served in Nepal. I quickly put these comments up for you to see them.
Yes. Think globally, act locally.
And then we have a few more comments. In the dark. Sure, Manjay lost his lights, but and we're just going to get those up. So if Anjay can't answer them during this tea time, he will answer them afterwards. He can see all your comments after. So I'm not sure what's going on, but technology again, as is Miss Liz. So Anjay, I can see you, but you're in the dark. So I'm not sure if you've lost power over there or what's going on. So if anybody would like to know more on Global Peace Challenge, please check out their website at www.globalpeacechallenge2020 and check out all the incredible ambassadors. Kumar Mishra is one of the ambassadors from Nepal. So if you would like to become a peace partner, there are due to challenge. And Anjay, I believe, has lost service or something because he has skipped out. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and he will get them answered. And I will put out any information that you would like to know about. And joining me today on Tea Time with Miss Liz. And we will make a difference one cup of tea. And I'll see you on Thursday with another ambassador, Glenn, from the Global Peace Challenge. And until then, have a